Good morning, friends. Hello, everybody. How are we doing on this fine Tuesday? It is Tuesday, right? Yeah, it is a Tuesday. Epic, 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 epic. How are we doing today, friends? Sometimes you think you're being thrown in front of the bus by rage, how she fires every question at you. That'd be better if you had a 14 win runner. I actually might. Let me check. Checking. I have a 15 Magister's Terrace. But last time I'm not going to be doing that. I need to get my weeklies done. I can move my camera back now to the correct position where God intended. And Method Media back on finally. And my alerts on. Life is good. My wind run is still fucking 11. Oof. Oof. Alright. I need to get some weekly keys done. Gonna be doing some 10s. Any takers, any takers, any takers. They need to be fast. No sandbags. So we gotta, I need a 10 on this DK. And then I need some on my druid and some on my brew. I do. Find group. Mizara Caverns. Bleh. I'm out. Unlucky Knuffle. How you doing, Knuffle? How's your gold income looking? You still making absolute bank every single day? Yo, Vice. Saj, I missed you on the Method cast. Only in the last 15 minutes. Yeah, it was kind of just an impromptu thing that we decided this morning. I was a little bit shy on the Method cast, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit out of my depth. I was a little bit shy. I didn't want to do the play-by-play like I did on my own stream. Damn it, I got ads. Tanko 14 win around for me and I'll help out with some ads. Fuck that. Chat is trolling you, by the way. Your music is much louder than you. Bit low. Oopsies. Oopsies. That should be better. Seen Fan on the party scene. Did you like it? Not really. I think I was just a bit out of my depth, to be honest. It's fine when I'm on cast on my own, but I did find it hard to. I didn't want to be overbearing, so I was very reserved. You know, I didn't do the shout casting that I did on my own stream, for example, because I didn't want to. I didn't want to be in the spotlight. Finally back. Welcome back, Chef. I'm not tanking a 14 winner on Aspire for you. Maybe next reset when I don't have weeklies to do. Welcome back, Knuffle. No, just no. Chevroux. Nobody was surprised that a man doesn't love me anymore. What the hell? Rage open a new world for you with house decor items. Never looked into that. Yeah, they're expensive. House decor flipping is nice. Yeah, that stuff owns. Where man goes when I don't have weeklies to do. Rather, it's in the name there, weekly thing. Yeah, but usually I get them all out of the way before Tuesday. But I've been so busy because of the race. Blame the race. Stupid griefers. Dragging it out. The boss should have been dead yesterday. Oh, well, not even yesterday. Like yesterday morning. Not my fault. That's such a horse shit. You never get them done for Tuesday. Hey, I've been good this expansion. So far. I mean, albeit we are in only week 2. Echo got a kill in like 5 balls. Yeah. I mean, Echo choked like fuck yesterday. It was really unfortunate. It was literally Echo's race to lose, by the way. It was a really awkward one, right? Because Echo went to bed with the very real possibility that Liquid could have killed it while they were sleeping. And then Liquid had to go to bed with the very real possibility that Echo could kill it while they were sleeping. It's just a bit fucked all around. Echo had a long time. But they could have just killed the boss, but they choked. They did some 10s on a Tuesday. You know what, Chef? You know what? Back you. I think the 10s I did with Knopf were actually on a Tuesday. Oh no, it was on a Wednesday. It was Wednesday. I think. I think. I don't remember anymore. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Turn it off, cause it just gets louder. It was a Thursday. See? See, it was a Thursday. Judges are still out on this one. That's messed up. Innocent until proven guilty. Even trolls and runs? What the hell? Ain't no way I'm being accused of trolling. I've never trolled before, ever. To be fair, I will never forget that one Halls of Atonement run that me and Chev did. It was me, Chev, Neff, and I think Pieces Dan. I don't remember who the fifth was. This experience. Back then, man came and memed high keys. Now he won't even tank 14. What the hell? I'm not being rage baited. It's not gonna happen. You can't get me. I know I can't get you. I just asked you to game and you said no, you fucker. I'm stuck on the house. Bird is gonna be angry. Still chopping in rank. What the hell? It's a great day for the unemployed. What the fuck? You motherfucker. I know what you're talking about, unemployed, you bet. You batch. You rat bastard. da, 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 da. Hall of Fame Delve Boss, great day for the unemployed. Yeah, it was. That was a brilliant one, to be honest. It's actually so insane. That was such a bad idea, having like a title cut off for a Delve boss. It really was just so fucking easy as well. I wonder if Blizzard consider that a success or a failure. The whole Delve boss situation, like title thing. Because you'd assume it's a failure, right? But I feel like Blizzard do some questionable shit sometimes. I know what they think, but it was a giga failure. Yeah, it definitely was. It was very bad. Hello. I think it'd been better if, for example, they'd go, okay, it feels quick, we'll keep it open for 24 hours or something. Yeah. Having it be like the first 4,000 players, I think it was just a recipe for disaster. After key rate my breakfast. Okay. Am I being sent like a picture? Do you think Meko? Do you think Meko? Do you think Method kill it today? I think it would be absolutely devastating if they don't kill it today, but I don't think they do kill it today. Nah, fuck it. I'll just pull it. I don't care. Nearly gonna be overcount, but it's whatever. No, method bad. Lucky. That'd be awkward because of both me, Shaken, and Sai all signed off as if that was our last cast. I mean, I think there's a very real possibility that Method don't kill it today. They haven't, to put it into perspective, they haven't seen P4 yet, right? Unless they've done that since we stopped casting. No, they're still on that 2% P3 pool. And both Echo and Liquid spent an entire day on the boss after seeing P4. I mean, albeit they also had to figure out the phase, but it's not a hard phase to figure out. Why do players from Echo or Liquid move over to Method for some tiers? Money, 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 money. I don't think anyone from Liquid has joined Method that haven't been kicked from Liquid. I think the only people who have come over have been from Echo, and that's because Echo pays way less than Liquid. Yo, TMM. Is that the real mailman? It's been a very long time since I've seen that name in chat. Yeah, the only reason players move to Method is money related. Liquid is make Dodge person. I know he still plays StarCraft 2. Crazy how breezy that run is when you actually kick and CC. Yeah. Got some boots. Oh, it's an uppy. I actually got an uppy on my main DK. I was just here for the weekly. Yoink. Alright, we're gonna do some bear keys next. Okay, show me your lunch. Did you send me on Discord? Okay. Let's open it on stream. Display. So we got some beans. I'm not a fan of beans. Beans. Blech. Egg looks pretty good. Got some hash browns, some sausages. Sausages look a little bit skinny, but you know, those ones do tend to usually taste pretty good. And we got a buttered bagel. So everything great except the beans. The beans need to go in the bin. Yeah, like if you cut off, getting the pen out. If you cut off this side of the image, it looks great. Oh, no, we're cutting off some of the sausage there. It needs to be like this. Like that all needs to go. Sausage are chicken sausage. Oh, are they nice? I don't think I've ever had a chicken sausage. Once I was served raw chicken. I can't. Oh, okay, you got me. Nice. Eight-legged dreams come to my head. I don't really want to play Druid. I mean that, to be honest. It's gonna go big fucking damn. What's happened to my UI? The worst salmonella never hurt anyone. And can you remind me that add-on that shows your weekly progress across the accounts with quests and M plus and stuff? Saved instances. So if I show that, boom. You can see everything I've done this week. What dungeon are they going? Are they going back to Mazara? Looks like it. Or to yeah, no. It's saved instances. I've always used saved instances. I'm not sure if the add-on's still being updated though, but it still works. Nate, aren't you British? I am. I am. But I've announced the British cuisine. Beans are giga. I hate beans. Beans are beans. Discord DMs. Oh, that's kind of nice actually. Maybe I need to swap over to Alter Ego. No, I forgot to use Incarn. It's fine, it's fine. Puzzle boxing. I was being way too greedy. But I can't help myself. I have to do damage. No iron furs allowed. Yeah, vengeance can't pre-meta. Isn't Einput off GCD? Yeah, but I wanted to spend all my rage on Rave. On Raze. I had to do big damn. It's my mobs. Give them back. If only we had a man reading chat that could play all tank specs effectively and would notice. Wait, what's the question? I didn't see a question. I need a hero. Can't believe Bolvo was born yesterday. What the hell? It's kind of cool though that you've managed to learn how to use Twitch chat. God, do you remember when calling someone a squeaker was like the biggest insult that there was on like the internet without just being racist? Both of us too young to know. Man says you can't pre-meta anymore as Vengeance. I'm so sure. I mean, you can pre-meta, but it's useless because it runs out before the bubble goes away. If that's what we're talking about. Meta stays on CD after the key starts. Is that must be a new thing from midnight then? If that's the case. Because you definitely could in the War Within. Do I not have my second trinket bound? I don't. That's not ideal. Mine called in combat. I'm in combat with the bird. MySpace? God, that's a throwback. Jesus. Are you a squeaker or are you ancient? No way you're calling MySpace ancient. I can see the grey hairs. Yo, I actually looked in the mirror. I think it was yesterday, and my grey hairs have gotten really bad. I have like a lot of silver on my head. Bald queens together. I reckon I could pull off the bald look. I'm down. Let's do it. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, there goes that man. I can't res. I'm too busy doing damage. I'm sorry. Okay. Incon's over. Let's take a plunger on your head. You know, I'm not gonna lie. So before we left the cast, right, Sean was coming on, and you can probably tell why I'm going with this. But I couldn't help but notice his spectacularly bald head. He recently saved it so it's shiny. Ah, that's must have been what it was. I swear I get the same thing with Kana. Kana's got a proper egg head now. Gonna start calling Kana Humpty Dumpty. Why is Timmy on MM? Don't know. It's fun, innit? Do you think we'll see guilds like Advanced participate in the race world first, or are we locked to the eternal top three? We're locked to the top three. Guilds like Fat Shark, Advanced, Instant Dollars will never truly compete for world first. They just don't have the same resources as the race guilds do. That and those guilds are always just being used as stepping stones for the big three as well. They're either being used as retirement homes or stepping stones. I think China will only ever compete for a world first if there's global release. China will never be able to compete for a world first until global release happens. They're just too far behind. You can't be an entire 2 days behind in a race. What kind of resources are we talking about? Analysts, add-on developers, helpers. Blizzard would need to change the entire loot landscape to completely remove splits from ever being a possibility, which I don't think is possible without like doing a massive like overhaul of the game in its entirety, or at least the race. And then and then like guilds outside of the big three would still be lacking add-on developers. Please move. This debuff is so annoying. I can't move because of this stupid debuff. If you were bored, you'd look like this. Why is my head... Why is my head so big? They like flare the top of my head out. I'm trying to cosplay Megamind. Did you have a big head? No, I don't. You have a big head. If you were a wealthy individual looking to build a team, could you participate in the race to world first? Probably not. To be honest. Probably not. Because again, even if you could find it's not like other orgs, right? You can't just pluck talent out of thin air and form a guild with it. You'd have to back a pre-existing guild and then give them all the resources they needed to actually succeed. And you'd have to, in order to do that, you'd have to be a pretty fucking wealthy person. Because you'd need to at least, you'd probably need to buy out some of the add-on developers that um are very familiar with WoW. Possibly even some of the ones that are working for the other guilds. We are not putting my bald emote on. I have a question. Breathe if yes. On FTM and Ryzen streams, there were big race to world first banners that covered a large portion of the stream, and I am correct in believing that that real estate is taken up by add-ons that are not allowed. I doubt it, to be honest. I'm not sure, to be honest. I can't really speak on it. I don't know what the guilds do and don't have accessible. But a lot of the time, shit that's covered by sponsor banners is just like dead space anyway. You're breathing? True, my bad. I do like the conspiracy theory though. I probably should have saved Incarn for this, to be honest. Come on, at least give me a Ravage proc, man. No? Okay. The shoulders dropped that SK wants. We got SK his shoulders. Let's go. Picking the stupid hero track shoulders from my vault worked out. GG's. Okay. So I've done Done 4 keys on my DK. Done one on my druid now. And then after that, I just have to do keys on my brew. I'm EP. Who wants to form a suffocation puddle? Suffocation cuddle pile. Yo, count me in. I'm down. I need you as a blanket. If only you promised to skin me alive. I mean, what? I'd probably send my hero quest on this guy, actually. I can at the very least send my champion. I don't need champion. I don't really have many champion quests. Oh well. I should hold my hero, actually. Until I get my achievement for the crest reduction. You know we have PvP talents, we should have M plus talents, and that's where you pick your racial. It's actually not a bad idea, to be honest. Or they could just make it so racials don't have all of these bullshit on use effects that have different levels of strength in different content. Except we're going academy. I drop my key. Lord Cook is on cast eating his lunch. And by lunch, I mean he's eating a fucking horse. That man eats like 4k calories for breakfast. Same but in donuts. Big respect. um. Predictions. Do we think Method will have more or less pulls than Echo? More? Oh, they definitely aren't killing it today if they have more pulls. They're shaped up. They're getting to P3 consistently now. At least last I checked they were. Get owned, idiot. Sorry, that was toxic. I hate to be that guy, but it is a little bit concerning looking at the damage meter. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we did have DPS dead, so there's that. Holy fuck, mate. Some angry skidders. Haven't seen poor FIFA yet? No. Is P4 even hard? It's the easiest phase of the fight. Getting to P4 is the hard part. Oh, I greeted the Puzzy Bee. And I didn't even get it off. So unfortunate. To zoom me down. Hey, someone made a cursor shot add-on again. There's one in Ellesmere UI. Ah. Oops. Getting chain CC'd. What are these bows doing here? I just won a game of Catan, by the way, and the guy was playing so aggressive. Nice. No, my Incon. You waited on me to try and get the bot to win, but I slow played him. Nice. Oh. Yo, Dalton. Rawr. Oh. He also rage quit the game before me. The guy's not catching a break, is he? Number 3 in Manchester. Ooh. Yeah, it used to just be me and you. Who the fuck is playing now? Gonna be someone from your stream. Why is Tazumi dead? Fuck's sake.
Look
Hey
at this
yo,
beauty, dumb
Phillian,
shit.
2.5
Trying to get your attention.
years. God damn. That's crazy. Thank you to be sub, my friend. Making carbonara tonight. Oh, I love a carbonara. I always forget that these books aren't linked to the rest of the pack. And that there's a variation of it where you use rice instead of pasta. Oh, really? I've never seen or heard anyone do that before. I don't see why you couldn't. It's just carb for a carb. Don't let an Italian hear me say that. Swapping pasta for rice should be a crime. Yeah. I feel like swapping rice for other carbs is a lot more acceptable than swapping pasta for other carbs. I feel like there are like two groups of carbs that people typically associate with the different foods, right? You've got your um you've got your rice and your noodles that kind of fit into the same like kind of Asian food groups, and then you've got your pasta and your spaghetti, which all fall under the same group as well. You know anything about Arctic Avengers? Absolutely no idea. So I'm doing burgers. Hey, that sounds tasty. I just devoured the spoils of my expedition. People fat. Rice cookers are goated. Although I could never figure out the one we had. So I always just ended up defaulting back to the pan. Back to the pot. Because I could make really nice sticky rice in the pot. For some reason, I don't know, the rice cooker we had was not agreeing with me. Mackey's on 11 km round trip. Hey, if you just run to McDonald's and back, you burn off the calories. Or at least most of the calories that you'd spend eating. So I may as well just go get Mackey's, right? It's like a reward. You know, a fun way you can make this boss a lot easier for yourself is just by playing close to melee. Because one of the most dangerous things about this boss is getting gripped through orbs. But if you just play close to melee, you have way more control over whether or not you're actually going to be in any danger of an orb. Because if you play here, where I am right now, the grip doesn't... I mean, you basically don't move. I got a puzzle box with leech. Can I even trade it? Unlucky to me. It's a Puzzy B in the bank. Just wondering that you're a brew player like me. When doing Mythic Raid, when checking the top logs, I see a lot of brews taking Shadowpan over Master of Harmony, but FE, the first boss, is mostly physical damage. Why? What is F/E? Oh, for example. But for example, the first boss most physical damage by most still going for Master of Harmony. Shadowpan over Master of Harmony. But for example, the first boss most physical damage by most still. Why are most still going for Master of Harmony? Shadowpan's no, that you're mistaken. Master of Harmony is better at mitigating physical damage. But when you're checking the because you have access to more purifiers and more celestial like celestial brews and celestial infusions. But the thing you're I think getting confused about is you're checking the top logs. Top logs are just damage. And Shadowpan on multiple targets deals more damage than Master of Harmony. It also plays smoother. Master of Harmony is very clunky to play. So you're going to see a lot of people just playing Shadowpan because it's not only is it easier to play, but it also deals like very similar damage to Master of Harmony. It's very hard to fail as Shadowpan. If you actually take a look at what the rotation breakdowns of the people playing Shadowpan, it's very, very simple. Keg smash, breath of fire, keg smash, breath of fire, keg smash, breath of fire, keg smash, breath of fire. It's very brain dead. And once you've got like all of your keg smash resets on cooldown, then you fall into the rotation of blackout kick, tiger palm, keg smash, breath of fire, blackout kick, tiger palm, keg smash, breath of fire. It's like you're playing the piano. It's very, very simple rotationally, whereas Master of Harmony requires a little bit more thought behind what you're actually pressing and when. So not only is Shadowpan easier to play, but you also it's all Shadowpan is all passive, right? So like the majority of players are also going to get more defensive value out of Shadowpan than they would Master of Harmony, even with an entire encounter being physical damage. Because Master of Harmony relies heavily on brew resets to have any kind of defensive value. Yeah, I hope that kind of clears up your question. Honestly, I would just play Shadowpan. I would just play Shadowpan. Like even if Master of Harmony slightly edges out Shadowpan defensively against physical damage, Shadowpan is just 10 times simpler to play, and it's going to allow you to actually focus on what's going on around you, which in turn is going to make you feel much safer defensively. Like it's very, very minor the differences both offensively and defensively for Shadowpan versus Master of Harmony. So with that in mind, even if Master of Harmony is like slightly edging out Shadowpan in either regard, you're just gonna have better results with Shadowpan. I hope I didn't confuse you too much. Any build favor on specific bosses or always Shadowpan? I just always play Shadowpan. Honestly, I'd just always play it. Egg oop. Keg smash nodders, breath of fire nodders, keg smash nodders, breath of fire nodders. Yeah, the 4 set also favors Shadowpan over Master of Harmony. But the damage differential is actually pretty close, even with this regard, like even in regards to that. I think it would be useful since you hop around tanks so much, helps us see how other tanks play. Yeah, I like playing every tank spec. It feels right, you know. I don't know. I also like being able to play every tank spec well. I don't like being unfamiliar with a tank spec. Yeah, exactly. Almost everyone messes up the Master of Harmony rotation, and even if it is slightly better than Shadowpan, people are just like you'll achieve much better results in an easier way playing Shadowpan. As a follow up, I was asking if you would consider putting a last. Oh, a last cast. Yeah, I used to have that. I think it was a part of details. I used to have it. I don't know if it's still a thing in details. There might be an add-on. I think it's in the default UI. I'm not sure it is. I'll check after stream today and make sure it's there for next stream. Are you never using the spinning crane kick? Uh, yeah, I do. As Shadowpan, it's your. I mean, it depends. On single target, no. On AoE, it's your filler. You don't often have a filler button to press on Brewmaster anymore, but yeah, it is your filler. I'm like having a hard time getting aggro off these couple of mobs. Yeah, that's fine. The Skitterflies came in a little bit later. I'll check when the servers come back in US if it's default. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, for some reason I always thought it was a part of details. I could be wrong. That Windwalker breakdown is insane, by the way. 63% Fist of Fury. Me to the lines. No, I wasn't able to get the ray or the ravage in my echo window because I was channeling the stupid puzzle box. Maybe it was an advanced tracker or CDM or something. Yeah, maybe. I used to run it in the War within, so it shouldn't be too hard to find an add-on that replicates it as well. What are these birds doing here? Okay, well that bag disappeared. Just at the class tuning breakdown and blood decay difference between hero talents getting even wider. Now I have to play the shit once, not literally grief my party. What, you mean Sunlight? What one are you talking about? You got Xavier and rank 1 and TGP in your stream tags? I haven't updated those in a long time. Should probably fix that. I think I slapped Xavier in there when the fellowship season came out, and that was it. Tippling is getting worse and worse in comparison. Sunlane also just scales better with stats. So the more geared you get, the more haste you get. And therefore the better Sunlane becomes. I forgot to channel my Puzzy Bee. Alright, here we go, Vault. What the hell? You're only opening your Vault now? Best of luck. Oh wait, you must be an A. It's Tuesday. Best of luck. Let me know what you get. Is there any tech with what spec to be in? I always open in DPS specs of the tanks I play because the tank trinkets this tier are hot doodoo. Outside of the dragons one, which is it's okay, but I always just prefer the DPS trinkets. Nah, that's what I do. Oh god, so is our back, but it's not 11 a.m. yet, so the vault's not ready. Aww. That's sad. You blue balls yourself. To buy in the bank. To... I don't have ink on, so this might be a bit spooky. Is Wonderwalker a bit of a meme in keys? Um, I mean, it works. It's just, yeah, there were just better options. That's all. Yeah, literally anything works outside of push keys. Oh, I left bear form. Oops. I thought I had a free regrowth and then just randomly started casting onto Zumi. When I'm taking key and just filling my vault, I deliberately take off meta classes for good karma. That's big respect, actually. I do that sometimes. It's like giving back to the community. It's like doing charity work. I don't take off meta classes. I am the off meta class. Hey, yo, I did just a little bit of damage this pull. DPS, who needs them? I can't tell what key number is this. This is number 3, so I still need to do one more after this on my druid. I can check the last cast bar while I wait for a vault. Please hold caller. I'll have your answer shortly. Okay, okay. I think tomorrow, and I know this might be sacrilege because I'm also doing a short stream today. I think tomorrow might have to be a short stream because I've got some YouTube videos that I really want to get done and dusted and put out into the world. Like I want to get some route videos done. I want to get some raid tanking videos done. I also really need to get my Patreon up and running because I'm like, I haven't been taking any coaching on while I've been waiting for my Patreon, or like waiting to sort my Patreon. And I mean, what's getting on now? I gotta hurry up. Coach me, coach me. Yeah, but I coach you for free. Boom. GCD history. Okay. Okay. You got a weapon and a ring. Not ideal. Yeah, keys bog. Yeah, last one. Need to do one more. What is vicious brambles? Is that my 4 set? Do you use Wildy tools? I don't know. No way Cruella got baited like that. That's crazy. Look at this. Look at this. I gotta play this 1 second.
Oh no
Can you make sure
way.
that you get the up dog?
What is Ibdog?
Not much. What's up with you?
Oh my god. I want to die.
Got him!
How was that like an edited clip on Twitch?
Oh no
Can you make sure that
way.
you get the up dog?
Oh my god. I want to die.
How did they do that? Anyway. Where do you see? No, I didn't see her get baited on the Race for First podcast. Nah. She put out a donut that said bid bollocks and had no idea what bollocks meant. Oh no, poor Cruella. Poor innocent Cruella. What key do I have? I got another academy. It's fine. I need to get Blizzy interrupts. It's basically just Omni CD. But in midnight. Things finally done. I look no more. Yo, Owen, how's it going? Doing a weekly 10 roundup? Yeah. This is number 4 on my druid, and then I get to swap to my brewmaster to do some more keys on that. I blitzed it the Mythic, done at least 8 and maxed out crest. Hey, that's good. That's really good. Making up for this week, on way away for the weekend and my system, bro. Ah. Bro, I basically don't have income for this boss. It's so sad, actually. I could use it here, but then it's just single target damage. That's boring. But then I may as well use it. Fuck it. I hold it. I'll use it on this guy and just one-shot him. Things are dying too fast. I don't get my cooldowns back. Yeah, don't worry, guys. I got this mob. You guys get the next packs. I got this guy. And that's with Bear having its claws trimmed. Yup. Nerfed, by the way. Aha. Just imagine how much damage Bear was doing pre-nerf. Like, people didn't really actually get to see it. But it was wild. Bear was doing more than a lot of DPS specs. I mean, I'm not gonna have CDs for the next pack either, but I will have Incon for boss at least. Make well Shadow Priest leveled Bevs and all and decided to fuck Shadow Priest. Yep. I don't actually think Shadow Priest is that bad. Shadow Priest sucked in M0s though. Shadow Priest was really bad there. Yeah, I think they got a little bit of bump. A little bit of a bump. It feels like I've just been sitting on Incon the whole dungeon, to be honest. Oh, that's not a good trinket usage. Now I'm not going to have Puzzy B for my Incon. I'm not going to lie, I do get a little bit of brain rot playing this. Can I link a Twitch clip? Yeah, you should be able to. Big, Billy Big Bollocks. Oh god, Cruella, no. Yeah, that could have been a lot worse, to be honest. I mean, they could have had what happened to Method with a little kid joining voice chat during splits and yelling the N word 40 times. Yeah, that happened. Don't worry, guys. I got this, Paul. Don't worry, guys. I got this. Don't worry, guys. I got it. Rest easy, champions. Use English to see for sure you would have skipped it. Yeah. Alex being sneaking, giving credit a hospital pass. Yup. By the way, my vault was horrendous. I got Mythic shoulders, which I can catalyze, but shoulders, cloak, and braces. Oof, that's not ideal. That is not ideal at all. Oh, goodbye, SK. I'm actually going to pop puzzle box here. Just to kind of kill this pack and get moving to the next. Yo, Dax. How you doing today, buddy? How did we get that? Oh. Oh. Yeah, I have to admit, Bear does give me a strong case of the brain rot. Yeah, puzzle box is up. Has been used. Nice. Got Pally got Mythic Puzzle Box. Oof, that's a good pickup. Although, it's on Paladin though. I mean, I guess every other wings will be really strong. Alright, that is bear complete. Now it's time for some Brewmaster. I literally have three trinkets, Plume, Gaze, and Puzzle Box, but the other two are only Champ Track. Probably Plume and Gaze are probably still better than Puzzy B, to be honest. I'm not sure. Maybe Sibbit. Yeah. Hard to say. I mean, Mythic Puzzle Box on a Paladin is gonna give you a lot of damage inside of wings, right? But it's not gonna give you any real defensive value. And it's always kind of awkward to use. Whereas Gaze and Plume are just passively really, really strong trinkets. So there's that to think about at least. Yeah, having to channel Puzzy B, especially as a tank, feels ass. Okay, does anyone need keys? Anyone need keys? Any takers? Any takers? I can actually target items on this guy, at least. I could just do seat for the ring. Oh, but then I have Signet of Starved Beast, so I don't really need that ring. Although that ring would be nice. I didn't even need a head though. So I guess I could just spam Mazara Caverns. 13 Pit. Could do a cloak from Pit maybe? Yeah? I'm kind of just doing 10s though. Because I just want to blitz through the keys. So I wouldn't want you to lower your key. Alright, jump in for some after this one. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I guess I just send the Mazara Caverns because it has both my Bisque Cloak and a really good head. Oh, I have Resilient 12 unlocked. Kind of cool that it shows on my key I've got Resilient 12. Still have a 246 belt as well. That's not ideal. Do I still have a spark? I still have a spark on this guy, so I could craft a belt. I think I wait until vault at this point, just in case, you know. Okay, let's see. I think I have the details. Yeah, streamer plugin. There we go. Let me just enable that. I can't remember where I see plugins though. There it is. Action tracker enable options. Cool. I'll put this like down here somewhere. I bump my details down a little bit. Could put it here. Is that big enough? Or is it too small for you guys? Eating carbonara right now. I had a pan at my desk. Hey, that sounds pretty good to be honest. Oh, I keep yawning. I'm pretty tired today. I'm looking forward to Vault tomorrow though. That's gonna be fun. How many targets do you spin Crank as a filler? Like, I think it's 4 plus. You almost never actually have a filler button to press with current Brewmaster. I was confused for a second there. I thought someone was AFK. It was just we have an Augur Evoker. QV absolutely blasting. I think this is my last key chat. I'm feeling pretty tired. I've had like a wave of tiredness hit me. I think I'll take a small break, maybe eat some food, and then work on a YouTube video before my raid. Oh. Guys, come into the bus room. Come on. Okay, I'm putting the bus. Oh, take us my healer. He listed a 9, but also in the custom mob. Ah, it's fine. It is what it is. We're going to be a little bit overcount, but it's fine. Usually I try and skip all of these last mobs, but I feel like that's very unreliable in a pug. Ah, we got some bats. What did that just do? I do love lighting and air on this boss. It is quite it's big quality of life for these knockbacks. Obviously, you have transcendence for one if you didn't have lighted and air, but it's big value. Nice. Oh, we got the cloak. Nice. Nice. It's not the item I actually needed. But still something. Alright, chat. I'm feeling pretty fatigued, so I'm actually going to end there. But I'm going to host Reholy. He's going to, I believe he's pushing some high keys on his blood DK. Go show that boy some love. Make sure you ask him any questions you have if you do play DK. And I will see you guys tomorrow for some vault openings. Hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. And as always, if you're not in my Discord, make sure you join that. You get notifications when I go live and post YouTube videos and all that good stuff. And I will see you all tomorrow, 11 a.m. Peace, friends.